So you have a leap motion, maybe you used it for hand tracking at one time and it didn't like it, and it's just kind of sitting around collecting dust. Well, through Project Babble, you can actually use it as a mouth tracker, as you saw at the title of this video. So I'm going to go through the steps that I used to make this function. When I was first setting up the Ultraleap as a mouth tracker, I actually had to run 4 programs. I had to run the Ultraleap control panel. The Ultraleap control panel would display the output of the Ultraleap hand tracker. Then I would take that output and I would run it through OBS. And OBS, I would screen record and run it as a virtual camera. That virtual camera I would feed into Project Babble, and then Project Babble would calibrate and feed that to the VRC OSC, which then could communicate to my avatars. And through recent updates of Project Babble, I'm able to negate the control panel and OBS. And actually, if you have the control panel running, it will not function on Project Babble or won't show up as a camera anymore. So I have to just close those programs to save performance, and now we get this. As someone else listed in one of their videos, don't over-exaggerate your facial expressions when you're calibrating Project Babble. So this is my crude setup while I'm just testing it out. I have some sticky notes to cover up the UV sensor, because otherwise it makes my face too overexposed. Don't worry about that. This is just a USB splitter, so it takes the data from my computer. Even when I'm playing this wireless linked, I'm still linked to my computer through a link cable and fed into a splitter. The splitter, one has communication and power, one just has power. So the communication and power goes to the Ultraleap, which is right here. And then the other one just goes to feed power to my headset. So before I ended the video, I just wanted to do a quick side-by-side comparison of what you're actually going to see when you're running the software. So here's Project Babble on the right side of my screen. You drop this down to choose your camera type. Start calibration here. Everything's pretty self-explanatory. It's relatively easy to do. You can do a manual calibration. I do not know anything about this, but you also need to run Project Babble on VRC OSC or VRCFace Tracking. This is relatively easy to set up and pretty straightforward. See right here, it's connected to my avatar. It shows what I'm using. That's the address of the avatar and everything. If you need it in more in depth, so you can find this online. It was really easy to set up. I don't remember how to do it right now. But also, if you ever have an issue where your avatar, like everything working properly, but your avatar is just not working, you might need to go into your radial menu and just toggle the OSC settings on and off. Here, so you just go to start your radial menu, OSC. Oh, actually, some of it's just tools. No, shit. So it's just options, and then OSC, and then you just toggle on and off, and then it'll refresh your OSC connection, and it'll pop up on your screen, be like, OSC connected to this, and so that's all I want to share. When you click away from the Project Babble, it pauses automatically, so it saves performance. Anyways, bye-bye! How do I stop recording? Ah! My god, stop!